In stage 1, we witnessed purity. Adam stood as unblemished dust, filled with the breath of life, untouched by corruption. Now in stage 2, the tension deepens. Here, we step into the space between innocence and collapse. God plants a garden in Eden. Every tree is pleasing to the eye and good for food. Life flows outward from the center, dividing into 4 rivers: abundance, order, and provision. Adam is placed there, not merely to exist, but to work and guard the garden. And then comes the warning: you may surely eat of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. This command was not a restriction born of fear. It was a safeguard born of love. Before sin entered the world, truth was already present, spoken clearly, without distortion. Jesus later tells us that the Spirit of truth guides, warns, and reveals what is to come. That same Spirit was already at work in Eden. God's warning to Adam functioned exactly like the Spirit does today, not forcing obedience, but illuminating danger before deception takes hold. Adam was pure, but not immune, free, but not invulnerable. Truth was present, choice was real, and the test was approaching. In this stage's experiment, the temperature drops slowly. A thermometer rests between the bottles, quietly tracking the change. Nothing appears wrong at first. The water remains clear, still liquid, still calm. This is how deception works. Sin does not arrive all at once. It cools the environment gradually. It lowers resistance subtly. It prepares the system for collapse. The rock salt scattered over the ice accelerates the process, just as doubt accelerates corruption once truth is questioned. If the temperature drops too quickly, the water freezes prematurely, and so it is with sin. When boundaries are ignored, destruction accelerates faster than expected. God already knew what would happen next. Before the foundation of the world, the covenant of redemption was already established. The Son would come, the price would be paid. Grace would answer the fall. Even as Adam and Eve stood on the edge of temptation, redemption was already written into history. The serpent's deception was imminent, but God's plan was never threatened. This stage reveals several critical realities. First, the Spirit of truth always warns before deception takes root. Second, the fall did not surprise God. Salvation was prepared before sin ever entered the world. Third, the tree of knowledge represented trust. Obedience was the measure of covenant faithfulness. Fourth, spiritual darkness does not rush in, it approaches gradually. And finally, even as spiritual winter draws near, the promise of redemption stands firm. Just as the temperature in the bowl falls slowly, the fall of humanity began quietly, with a whisper, a question, a seed of doubt. The question is not whether deception exists. The question is this: will you recognize it before it takes root?